everyone. Welcome to The Final Cut. I'm your host. No, I'm I'm not going to do the whole review in a Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse poorly done imitation. Welcome everyone to The Final Cut. Mark the Movie Man here, and today we are looking at another entry into the public domain character horror subgenre that has developed ever since we got Pooh, Blood, and Honey. Yes, as more as these properties start to go public domain, we're going to get more of them. I mean, there's a Popeye one coming out. There's a Little Mermaid. A very swath of public domain horror coming out, and we've got one today. Heart Willie, which is based off of, go figure, Steamboat Willie, gives us the story of the Mouse Man, or the Mouse Boy, I should say, who in the 40s terrorized folks and really was, rejected by society, had a lot of papers written about him. Is he mutant and not? Supposedly, Willie died in a fire horrifically, but rumor has it that Willie still haunts his family lands and is out there killing people in gruesome, mean, and nasty ways. People go missing in this area all the time. Well, enter in a group of YouTubers who are looking to create content for their channel, which focuses on folklore and other, phenomenon that are supposed to be out there, myths and legends and such. And so they go out to the family land of Willie's to see if the Mouse Man Boy is still out there causing havoc. And as you imagine, they run cross paths with Willie, and the blood and screaming ensues. But there is a twist. Somebody in their group is not motivated to be there for creating content. They have other motives in mind. Yeah, I mean, I Heart Willie is one of those to where I got a little worried in the beginning because Willie, while a great creepy character, I mean, this is a killer who walks around with his shirt off, looking quite ripped actually, but has this Steamboat Willie mask that they wear that they made themselves to cover up their actual face, which I don't think we ever actually get to see what the Mouse Boy / Man looks like, which I like that angle. Keep it a mystery, but he does have the mask on and looks creepy when he's killing people, and he kills people in mean and nasty ways. This is in the vein of like Saw and Hostel and that kind of the torture porn type of genre where you get extended long scenes of people getting mutilated quite horribly. So, it's not exactly my thing. I don't mind it at all, but yeah, it was one of those where a couple of those scenes I think went a little bit long, but the practical effects and the gore effects that they used in here looked fantastic. Visceral, grimy, sticky. In fact, all the sets where Willie lives in that all have this kind of gritty, grimy feel to them. They feel dirty and old and just unsanitary, to say the least. And so I loved that, and they gave that character. And then our killer Willie, played by David Vaughn, is more than just the gimmick of being like Steamboat Willie, or maybe the character that influenced Steamboat Willie. He gives Willie characteristics, though he doesn't say anything. He's got a tilt of his head and the way he goes about dispatching people. There is some character to him, and I like that because it's sometimes hard to do with your slasher character. Now, as far as our group of young individuals go, they all do very well in here. Maya Luna playing Nora, I loved her performance in here. Sergio Rogalto playing Daniel, Daniela Porras playing Jess, and Miko Camacho playing Nico. These four really have a great dynamic. They each felt like their own person. I loved how each one of them, they aren't all quite there to create content. Some of them are there just to help their friends out, and some of them other darker purposes. So yeah, it is an interesting dynamic. And if it wasn't for kind of the longer exposition scenes and the extended torture scenes, I think I would have enjoyed this film more. That said, I did enjoy it, especially when we get to the twist in this story. I thought it was a nice variation of what we've normally gotten with this type of film. The production design is a lot better than some of the other PD horror that we've gotten. And if you're looking to get a little bit of variation, or one of the better horror films out there and you don't mind the torture aspect of the horror, a little bit creative torture, but nonetheless extended torture scenes, then I Heart Willie is going to be for you. It showed in the theaters, I think, last night across America. Will be out soon, I imagine, on streaming. Probably won't take too long or get expanded screens. Not sure how well it did, but I Heart Willie, keep an eye out for it if this is your type of thing. I think it's one of the better entries into this subgenre. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you do see it. Please like, subscribe, bells and whistles, and all that here. I thank you so much for your support. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.